What is going on, everybody? My name is Japes, and welcome to episode number, I think we're 84, maybe even 85 of my Path to Power, and I wanted to bring you guys another, I guess, a longer episode. So if you enjoy the longer uploads or the longer episodes, leave a like and let me know. Also, once this video, I guess, is up for a little while, then I will start my stream, but I'll probably give it a little bit of time to be up, and then I'll upload another video letting you guys know when we are getting things started. But we have a season ticket pack, I believe, and we get a Runa Kone in there. Not a stellar player, but really not a bad Ultimate Team player. He's actually having a pretty darn strong year with Wigan, as far as I know. I think he actually scored over the weekend, so kind of cool to get him in a pack as well. Maybe his value will be just a little bit higher. As we know, Black Ops is coming out. I believe you can get it at midnight tonight. It is a global release, is my understanding, and so a lot of people will be out doing that, and that means that there will be deals on Ultimate Team tonight. So if you are an avid FIFA player and cannot be bothered with Black Ops, tonight will be a good night to be online. Very few buyers out there, but still probably quite a few sellers. But we are in scanning for players. I asked you guys on my Facebook page, I said, which formation would you most like to see me use? And the answer for the most part was the 4-2-3-1. Now the 4-4-1-1 and the 4-2-3-1 were the options. I'm kind of pumped it was the 4-2-3-1 because having the two CDMs versus having just two CMs is probably going to be a good thing and definitely going to help us out in the long run. As you can see, we're up to 224,000 coins right now, which means some of our cards have sold on from a little bit of speed trading that we've done, and I'm trying to be a bit more frugal going through and buying cards, not always on buy nows, but trying to buy them on and get them for the open bids. Obviously that was not the case right there, but some of the Brazilians, like the guys that I haven't looked through Brazilvers at all yet this year, and so as I was looking through some of them, I thought, you know what, this guy might be a good one. Checked his kind of buy now range for his prices and thought, actually, you know what, I think I will go for your buy now right now and swoop you up. Your price might go up in the future because you are a very good player at your position. And so that's what we did. Now, the interesting thing is the right backs and left backs for Brazil are quite expensive. Actually, surprisingly so. Some of them obviously have 4-star skills and things of that nature. But for the most part, I was kind of shocked at their prices. And I just don't deem left back and right back to be a position that I want to go out and spend, 60,000 coins on or whatever for Marcio Acevedo. And he's got 5-star skills, yeah, and that's amazing. And I thought about getting him, and there are other options. I believe Ramon plays from Flamengo. He looked good, but still 6,000 coins seemed a bit pricey. We picked up Rodney from Red Bull Salzburg. He's 6'3". He's a former, I believe, Freiburg player in the Bundesliga. He's moved over to Salzburg this year, and I saw a shout in the comments, said, you know what, to give him a shot, try him out. He's got 70 pace, which is plenty, and he looks to be a very strong guy and good in the air, and that's something that we've been lacking. I feel like we've used a lot of pacey center backs, but they haven't always been the strongest. We put a 12,000 bid on Adrian, who, as many of you guys know, I kind of looked at recently in my career mode, but I saw a lot of shouts for him to get used in this series, in this Path to Power. Also, if you guys want to skip ahead to the gameplay, I will leave a a message in the description as to when that starts. I'm not sure how far into the video that is, but I'll leave a link somewhere in the description to let you guys know if you just want to skip ahead to that, because we do still have plenty of squad building. And I kind of like showing you guys the squad building because I like talking about the players I'm buying and taking you guys through my squad or, thought process as I'm going about building a team. We get Serginho, his default is CM, and I believe it's Leandro Domazite or Domazite. Not sure on the pronunciation of that. And that center forward that we bought, I can't remember his name off. I think it's Rodriguinho, but we don't actually end up using him and paying for him or starting him in the side. However, we do pick up plenty of players on buy now. Adrian, he is going to be our center forward. His default set is a CAM. He is the big new thing in Brazil, if I am correct. At least I think so. He's one of the hot young talents, and a lot of clubs are looking at him. Aurelio picked him up. I just picked up a lot of cheap CF players or CAM CF players. Picked up Wallison in a 4-5-1, and I was banking on the fact that a 4-5-1 might actually be okay in a 4-2-3-1 formation as far as chemistry goes. So we're going to have to figure that out, check it out. And Adrian there in the middle, we're going to actually replace our two outside mids because they only get 7 chemistry, even at a with all Liga do Brazil players around them. So I'm going to eventually pick up that Ed there. I think I'm going to have to give him a shot, try him out. But I want to pick him up as a cam, and I want to pick him up for the right price. And I went out and I started looking at other attacking mids. There's Leonardo. We're going to pick him up. He looks to be a strong player. Leandrinho, formerly Leandro Lima, is now, or he was Leandro Lima in past FIFAs. He's Leandrinho this year. He plays in the K-League. I want to get Elton from the Saudi League as well, but his price was a little bit higher than I thought. You know, 9,000 coins, and he looks to be one of the best options at the CAM position, but I'm not quite sure if I'm willing to pay that price. Yeah, went to Liga do Brazil, saw this guy, Felipe Anderson. I can't remember the rest of his name, but he goes by Felipe Anderson, and he had the right pace, he had the right dribbling ability, but he was only 3-star skills, which kind of one of the reasons you pick Silver teams is to have a good time and to use, you know, some skillers, use some 4-star skills, use some 5-star skills. So I'll be picking up more 4-star skillers in the future. We managed to go out and we get Wallison as our striker. He's 5-star skills, of course, with over 90 pace. And paying 134,000 coins for a silver player is a bit steep and was a bit of a stretch for me. But I decided probably going to be worth it. We're going to pick up an interim goalkeeper. And I didn't want to pay more than a couple thousand coins for him, and we ended up buying that guy from the League 1 that we just passed over. But this is how I go through looking for cards. Essentially just trying to find a deal with somebody that's got good diving, reflexes, and positioning. That's kind of what I'm looking at, or looking for an overall well-rounded keeper for the time being to see if, you know, what we can go with. And Maquedo Navarro, I think is what his name, or Novoise. We get him. He's got okay stats. I don't think he'll be our keeper forever, as I think there are better options out there. But for the time being, for 1 or 2 matches, while we wait on a deal for a better keeper, he'll do just fine, and he'll sell on undoubtedly for 2,000 coins on a buy now overnight eventually. And with Silvers, because they are rare, and silver cards in general, you can almost always sell them overnight for stellar buy nows, or a buy now of at least 1,000 coins, or maybe 2,000 coins more than they might go for regularly. So that's something to keep in mind when you're when you're trading silver cards or buying and building silver teams. Do not do it overnight, because you will be paying a premium. But obviously, there's the other flip side of the coin where you can get good deals on the players, and not as many buyers are out there looking at those silvers at the same time. And so you might be able to pick up somebody on the cheap as far as that's concerned. We're trying to pick up that Jorginho. He plays in the Serie B. He looks to be a great player, 84 pace. He's a tall guy, so he's probably pretty strong, 77 dribbling and 70 passing as well. So that's something that I'm definitely interested in, and we'll have to pick him up to try him out. One of the things that I wanted to do is pick up as many players as I could and get some sort of, not necessarily a rotation system, but give them all at least some sort of a shot so I could show you guys, or at least talk about each of these players intelligently. You know, there's nothing worse than not being able to fully understand a player or be able to recommend players to you guys. And so that's what I'm trying to do here. We tried to go into the daily invitational. No such luck. Could not find a match. It kept telling us that our opponent had left. So we headed on into the Gold Cup to see if we'd have any more luck with that. And we found a match right away. And we are playing against Talents FC. He's got a 4-3-3 BPL side. They are English. And this could be a kind of a tough matchup, but we'll see how it goes. Felipe Anderson getting things started here and finding Adrian in the middle. And Adrian is amazing. Everything we thought hoped he would be. Top net, the best net, 11th minute, getting things started. His default celebration is the heart, and I just love that. Or throwing up the dirty talk in D, if you guys do remember that from previous Path to Powers. That was one of my favorite celebrations with that. But goes top net, lovely little strike from him right there, beating one player and then blowing past the rest. It's Wallison now stepping inside, and he's gonna eventually do a little bit of skill top of the box and gets a bit lucky. Try to back heel it, but it falls to Adrian inside. Little quick turn and finds the back of the net on a clinical little finish. He is in a 4-2-3-1. Adrian seems to be everywhere, which is exactly what you would want out of your center forward. He seems very Özil-esque, which I'm a huge fan of, you know, because he's popping up all over the place. A little long shot from him there, testing it out, seeing what he's capable of and what he's not capable of. But we're going to go ahead and give this Felipe Anderson stellar free kick stats right there, 79, 79, 80. And he finds Adrian in the middle. Couldn't believe that he was the one that found the header, but the guy brought his keeper out. And if you bring your keeper out and he fails to get the ball, you are going to be in trouble. So you have to make sure that you call your keeper out at the right point. Otherwise, you're going to be able to head it straight down the middle, and it's going to be a goal 10 times out of 10. Felipe Anderson getting the ball up the line right here. A little bit of skill, but he's eventually going to cut it back. Find Avin. Tell me if I'm pronouncing that correctly. And then it's Adrian in the box again. A little scoop turn near post. OP. And that is his 4th goal in the first half. 4 in 1 half on his debut. I could see this man being in our side for quite a bit longer, especially with performances like that. 4-star skills, 4-star weak foot, everything you might ask for in an attacking mid or center forward. So you can check him out if you haven't already. Over the top pass to Adrian, and he is free in on through. He's getting caught though. Smart play to find Wallison and a little bit of skill. Kind of volleyed it up a little bit, and the keeper didn't really bite, but we managed to put it by him anyway with Wallison's left foot. And I've got to say, guys, this squad was tons of fun to play with. At least this match was. Just got done playing it, and I'm really enjoying having some skillers out there, some 4-star skills, some 5-star skills, and this 4-2-3-1 formation felt very, very open to me, and so that's something that I might have to try out again in the stream today, and just go ahead with the 4-2-3-1 with some gold players and see how it plays out. Anyways, guys, one more goal there from Leonardo to give us a 6-0 victory, and that is how this one is going to come to a close. Just waited on the pass and found the right one, drilled it into the back of the net, past the keeper, and Adrian with 4, Wallison with 1, Leonardo with 1 as well, and that's where we are going to finish. Anyways, guys, if you did enjoy this, a like or thumbs up is always greatly appreciated. Remember to leave a like if you did enjoy a longer episode. Other than that, I'll be streaming later today, so stay tuned to my Facebook, my Twitter, as well as my uploads for that. My name is Japes, and I will catch you all next time.